The last time we spoke was a few weeks ago, and you were talking about the body of the late Mr. Gabriel Success Olanrewaju needing to be in Nigeria. A few days ago, the body arrived, and I think burial has been done. Just run us through your own thoughts on where we are now that the body is back in Nigeria, has been buried. Just run us through your own thoughts on how things have gone or what went on when the body arrived. Just run us through everything that happened, and I think we'll start our conversation from there.
Well, first and foremost, I confirmed the receipt of the body. It was handed over to me. There were 59 Ghanaian supporters led by Olanrewaju, who is the Deputy Vice President for Aposu and the President of Gansu. We have been together for years.
Okay.
He led a 59 people, members of his group, to Nigeria. And 2 members of the GBA also came. I was so impressed with the Ghanaian supporters because they came in their full force with their brass band, and they gave us a very good performance. They didn't sleep until yesterday morning, and they left again. I want to confirm that Olanrewaju is a nationalist there in Ghana.
Sporty FM.
Everybody in Nigeria is ready. Let me finish. You want me to tell you what happened?
Yes. No, we are listening.
And
we are listening.
Everybody in Nigeria, radio and TV stations and the papers are talking of Olanrewaju and his group. They were wonderful. I thank them. And I want to believe we need somebody like that as a leader in Ghana. Now come to the issue of Segun. His body was brought, and in fact, in a glittering casket made by the GBA, and they dressed him well with the suit, the shirt, and the black tie to match.
Sporty FM.
Everybody was happy with the body. However, thousands of people were already waiting to receive this body. But the plane did not land in good time, and people were, what is delaying it? But after we received it, you will see a lot of people crying. The wife, the siblings, Nigerian boxing people, everybody, thousands of them. And we took him from the airport in a motorcade with the Nigerian flag and the Ghanaian flag to his family home at Sango Ota, where we stayed all through the night, giving him the necessary burial rites. I want to thank the GBA for even sending his 1,500 pound money for the fight, and another $1,500 donated by the GBA president. So a total of $3,000 was handed over to me, and as I speak, it is still with me. So I want to thank them for that. That goes to show the relationship between Nigeria and Ghana. We're brothers and sisters. Whatever has happened, what they have done now has brought a foreclosure to the situation. Of course, we're expecting the Ghana government to do something by way of compensation, which we have written to, and I hope that will be done. That will be handled by our sports ministry and the Ghana sports ministry, as well as the 2 foreign ministries. But so far so good. We have received the body, and we are happy with what has happened. I want to thank them.
This is Sporty
Because
FM,
a
the
lot
voice
of
of sports.
a lot. Honestly, Abraham Boache is a man. You will see how the Nigerian people, how the Nigerian press has been commending him for leading that people, 59 of them dressed in Ghana national supporters, uniform.
Okay.
And they were blowing. I'm happy with him.
I see. I'm happy that the story has evolved to this point. I think we can say we are almost at the very end. I just want to find out something. You did say that there were two amounts of $1,500 each. One that came from the GBA, and then the other amount, I believe, was the fight purse that was due the late Olanrewaju. You said those amounts went to his wife. Am I right?
Well, I confirm to you again that his purse for the fight on that fateful day of $1,500 was brought.
Okay.
And the GBA president, Ghana Boxing Authority president, donated another $1,500.
Okay.
Making both to be $3,000.
Okay.
Which I have with me now.
Okay. You mentioned compensation, so I just want to find out. Can you just give us details of? You said you had written or you had informed your Ghanaian counterparts. What compensation? I'm just curious. Why? What more? Why do you like? Why is there a need for compensation? I'm just curious.
Please don't be curious. You see, boxing has rules.
Yes. And
we're going by the rules.
Okay.
And that is why we're asking for compensation. It's about the rules.
Okay.
Of the game of boxing.
Okay. Okay. So has this been formally communicated to the Ghanaian Sports Ministry?
Let me educate you on the rules of boxing. When boxing is going to take place tomorrow, 24 hours to the fight, there is what we call the fight test. And at the weigh-in, the very first day on the 28th, Shegun was discovered to be overweight. So in that case, he couldn't fight that day.
Yeah.
Sporty FM.
And the second day holding, which is the 29th.
Mm-hmm.
He shouldn't have been rushed to the ring.
Okay.
Without the pre-fight test. That is why we are picking a hole in what they do or what they did. Yeah, what do we do in Nigeria? I showed the committee, the 7-man committee, a video of what we were doing that day. They were interviewing me. There were 2 Ghanaians in the fight. There was somebody from Uganda, Tanzania, Scotland, Manchester, all of them. I showed them the live video of what we used to do. We have 2 doctors that were seated and they were taking their BP, their blood pressure, the heartbeat, something, whatever. Because it has to be done for you to confirm that boxer is in the right frame of mind and is fit to fight. That is why it has to be done
the voice of sports.
before the fight. So you don't just rush a boxer to the ring without a pre-fight medical test.
Okay.
That is why we picked that hole and told them that they were negligent. Okay?
Yes.
But that now has to be handled between the Nigerian Sports Ministry, the Ghana Sports Ministry, the foreign affairs, the 2 foreign affairs of the ministry of the countries. We have to look into and see. So far, so good. The Ghana Boxing Authority president has done well. His own personal donation of $1,500 is there. We received it. And the way they brought this guy, very honorable.
Sporty
A
FM.
glittering casket. So we were happy with that. But the Ghana government should know. And that's why we're taking it through our minister to their own minister.
Okay. I think it's quite clear. I think I understand the argument for compensation now. So thanks for that clarity. Just finally, Dr. Oladipo, before I let you go, what do you think should be the major lessons from this very sad episode? Too bad it had to happen like this for us to learn. But what are the major lessons people in the boxing world, you know, in Ghana, Nigeria, wherever, what should be the biggest lessons we should all learn from this very unfortunate episode?
The lesson is that we should not just take anything for granted. Don't take anything for granted. It's a global practice that a boxer must be fit before he goes on the ring. And that is why we take the precautionary measure of training 24 hours before the fight. Boxing is a risky game. Anything can happen. If you did all you could do all the necessary things before the fight, and it happens that the guy dies on the ring, well, that is his own fate. But when you leave certain things undone, it could bring this kind of conversation. However, the lesson we have to learn is this. Every boxer, when you are signing the dotted line that you agree to fight, you can lose your life because it's a dangerous game. We should accept that. But every boxing authority, whether it is in Nigeria or Ghana or elsewhere, all over the world, must take that precaution of making sure that the boxer is tested and we made sure that he's fit to fight. Otherwise, this conversation wouldn't have happened. So we almost know that boxing is a dangerous game, but that is why you have to have doctors, not just on the way, even by the ringside. So that if anything happens, the doctors must be there. There must be ambulances waiting for any eventuality. So that's just a lesson.
Thank you so much, Dr. Oladipo. Just finally, the bit on compensation. Do you have any timelines you are working with in terms of a response from your Ghanaian counterparts?
No, we don't have any timeline. We just want the two ministries to get talking and do the needful as soon as possible. No timeline.
Okay. My last question has to do with the amounts that you received, the $3,000. One half from the GBA president, the other half that was what was due the late Mr. Olanrewaju. Is that going to the family or the late Olanrewaju's wife in particular?
Well, the money is meant for Shegun's success. But to avoid a situation where there will be arguments, I have told them when I receive the money, I'm not handing it over to you now. I'm going to get the lawyers of the NBBC to sit down with their lawyers and see who takes the money, because there is a law for inheritance. So we will follow that law of inheritance before the money is handed over to whoever. But majorly, when you go through the law of inheritance, the wife and the children comes first. In a situation like this, the wife and the children comes first, then the aged mother. Now the siblings. These are the three people to be considered when it comes to the law of inheritance.
Okay.
And we are going to apply that.
Okay. Dr. Rafi Oladipo, thank you so much. It's I know it's been a bit of a whirlwind story from the beginning until now, but at least we've made progress up until this point. Hopefully, we should have a proper conclusion, and then we all learn our lessons and move forward. Thank you so much. You've been a great resource all through. I'm sure we'll speak again soon.
Thank you. We speak against the son, not on death matters again.
Okay.
We're not for such things to happen anymore.
Hello, Dr. Oladipo. I missed that, please. Can you take that again?
You said we will speak again soon. I said we are not praying for anything.
Of course. Of course. The next time we speak, we should speak about more positive things and massive developments in the world of boxing in both Nigeria and Ghana.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
I beg, take this again. Take this again from me.
Yes.
All the boxing fraternity, the boxers, the promoters, the Boxing Board of Control in Nigeria, we are grateful to these Ghana people that came. It takes a man who is humane, who is a patriot, to leave his country overnight, arrive Nigeria in the morning, did not sleep, went with us to the airport, received the body, went to the family house, stayed with us for the whole night. So may God continue to be with them. We're happy with Olanrewaju and his team.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for the kind words. We'll pass the kind words on. Thank you so much.